Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is about cost concept for decision making. Now, what are these concepts? How important to know the cost concept before making decision? How cost concept affects decision making? Now, let me introduce first. What do you mean by cost? Cost is vital for business decision that helps you determine the profitability of your operations and how to set prices, especially when supply and demand affects the flow of economy. Now, cost concept is the financial valuation of resources, materials, risks, time, and utilities consumed to purchase goods and services, or it refers to the amount of payment made to acquire any goods and services. Now, how does the economy flow? Let me present you this figure about the flow of goods, services, and resources, and also the money payments in a simple economy. Now we have two major entities that are connected to each other, the businesses and the households. The business organizations provide goods and services to consumer by using various economic resources such as land, labor, and capital. Then the consumers will now pay the business organizations to consume products and services delivered to them. Now this kind of cycle shows interdependence between the business organizations and consumers. Now let us proceed to the law of supply and demand, where the theory explains interaction between the sellers of a resource and the buyers of that resource. Now, law of supply and demand defines the relationship between the price of a given good or product and the willingness of people to either buy it or sell it. And we have four basic laws of supply and demand. Okay. Number one, if the supply increases and demand stays the same, the price will go down. Number two, if the supply decreases and demand stays the same, the price will go up. Then number three, if the supply stays the same and demand increases, the price will go up. Then the last one, if the supply stays the same and demand decreases, the price will go down. Now, there are factors influences the demand that affects the price of a product. Number one is the income of the people. Everything lies in the income of the people, whereas it has a larger function that changes the price escalation of a product. It means that if the income level increases, then the power of purchasing will naturally improve. The next one is the prices of related goods. The income of company is based on the buyers of their products or related goods or even services. Now the product has its own strategy. The main product that affects all of the product is the oil or fuel shortage. Now all products are affected by this because it is the only product that uses for the means of transportation and even production. If the transportation will stop because of the shortage, then there is a tendency that all products will not be transported to its certain location that causes the drop down of the income of the company. Now the last one is the taste of consumers. The taste of consumer changes in a particular product, then the demand will be affected. Nowadays, people has a higher level of lifestyle because of the influence of social media, especially those people who were born in a high-tech generation. That is why the preferences will also affect the demand of the people. Now, if there are factors influences the demand, there are also for the supply. Number one is the cost of inputs. Now, if the finished product increases its cost from its raw materials, then the cost of the product will also increase the price to the market. Because if there is no increasing of prices, then the profit margin of the company per unit will be less. The next one is technology. Why technology? There are many production of products nowadays that produces with not so much time consuming. In order to produce more quantity of products, then company uses the investment in technology that may result in the reduction of the production cost per unit. Then the company will now have a greater profit margin in every product item. But sometimes producing more quantity will affect the price of the product due to the demand of the people. The next one is the weather condition. Now it is unpredictable and sometimes company take advantage or disadvantage to them because it has a direct bearing on the supply of products. If the weather is not good, then there is a chance that the product will not delivered on target time. That is why sometimes price effects either will make it higher or lower due to the demand of the people. The last one is the prices of the related goods. Now the effect of all of those three will be dropped in the number 4 because the prices of related goods is basically by the influence of the three. The last one is the prices of related goods. The effect of all of those three will be dropped in the number 4. Why? Because the prices of related goods are basically by the influence of the three. Whatever the movement, then the price will follow and everything will fall down to the price by all means. And that's all for today, and I hope you've learned something. Thank you for watching and always be safe, everyone.